Hi, Andrew. Welcome. I've got some basic questions just to, if you could introduce yourself.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. So my name's Andy Hiles. Sorry. My name's Andy Hiles. I work for IBM at the moment. I am a coach and trainer for IBM. I've been with them for about a year, so it's interesting so far, and they're kind of trying to move towards their agile journey. I've been doing software development for about 15 years, and kind of my journey's shifted over the last 15 years from developer through to facilitator, manager, tester I've done in my past. So, and where I am now is great. I'm in that space where I can kind of talk about my experience and with a little bit of authority, thankfully. So.
All right. So just tell us the term water-scrum-fall. How would you explain it?
So water-scrum-fall is that period that where people look at their organisations and they say we want to be agile. People go to Scrum. Scrum's a well understood enough framework, and people can go and get training in Scrum. So Scrum's easy to understand, and even the Scrum Guide says it's difficult to master. Water-scrum-fall comes into play where waterfall organisations, traditional ways of working, then throw something like Scrum in the middle, just in the development piece, and they think that's going to help them go faster, be smarter, build better products. It's the silver bullet, and if that's the end state, then it can leave them in a whole load of problems. You're not actually being agile because you're not employing the practices that you need to. So for me, it's a transitional period. Okay, so if you're going to be in a water-scrum-fall, if you're going to put Scrum in, acknowledge that it's going to come with pain, and acknowledge that it's not your end state, right? It's the beginning of your journey.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Well, in your journey of Agile, which problems would you describe that are easily solved by Agile? The examples.
Well, that's easy to solve with Agile. You're back in that silver bullet space, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there is. I think communication is probably the easiest thing to solve with Agile. There's no framework out there that's going to give you that instant fix, because they all describe the kind of hows, but not the benefits, or sorry, not so much the how, but it's they describe the kind of the approach. Okay, but they don't describe that kind of what you're going to get out by doing these things. And there are lots of techniques around communication, visual facilitation. We've heard today from Cliff. Now, it's a great way of just getting people's thinking about how they're communicating going. And I think this is the misconception where people look at Agile as set rules, it's going to fix everything. Again, there are tools and processes and techniques, and you look at the principles, they're all geared to better communication.
All right, thanks. Connected to that one, what are the biggest challenges that you see in Agile in saving the world, let's say?
For saving the world with Agile, I think it's overcoming the fear of change for organisations, and actually understanding organisations understanding what Agile is before they then start thinking about that change. My job is I go and speak to organisations every day of the week, and a lot of the time it's just trying to find out why they want to change, why are they looking for the change, and why are they talking about Agile for a start. As we know, Agile has, again, it doesn't tell you how to go and do, it just gives you some guidelines, and people look at those guidelines as hard and fast rules. And this then leads to the misconception, and it leads to people implementing Scrum, but not in the right place or not in the right way. And I think it's getting back to that mindset change. Agile is a mindset, and then understanding where the organisation sits, whether it's going to be feasible, and finding that why and the value and the KPIs behind it, and measuring and learning and changing. So.
All right, thanks. In future, long-term future, how do you see Agile moving, shifting, ending?
It's interesting. I would like to see a Gartner report that says Agile is outstripping Waterfall in terms of its benefit.
It still doesn't, I guess.
It still doesn't. The last Gartner report I looked at, and I haven't looked at the latest, but they're still on a par in terms of realised benefits. And I think the future of Agile, it's going to be here. It's not going away. Waterfall is not going away. The two practices can be complementary, in terms of, one thing's right for one and one thing's right for another. But getting a Gartner report that says, actually this
that would be cool.
This is the way it's going, and I think then the traditional industry will then start to think about that shift.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Just the last one. since I've heard you, it's the first time you're in the region. How would you describe Sarajevo in one sentence, or what's your feeling?
Cool. It's a very, very cool place. I'm hoping to come back and somebody take me around the hills, because I like mountains. So I want somebody to go and show me around the hills around Sarajevo.
You can do that if you stay long enough.
That'd be amazing. But yeah, it was just amazing coming in on the plane, and I was just kind of like, I want to go there. It's just beautiful. So, but thank you very much. Really, really good opportunity.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Andrew. Thank you for coming.